Good morning. So may I introduce to the very iconic designer Bibi Russell. She was born in Bangladesh and she grew up in Europe, in London. She graduated from London College of Fashion, sorry. She has worked as a model with very famous designers like Yves Karl Lagerfeld and many others. And she has worked in many magazines like Vogue, Harper, Bazaar. She got married, she had 2 kids and some grandchildren. And she went to Bangladesh to apply her knowledge and talents to contribute to the development of the country. In 1995, she started Bibi Productions, Fashion for Development. In Bibi's work, we find the starting union of very modern Western culture and the culture of creativity, very ordinary people, very ordinary village producers in Bangladesh. She has received many awards, some of them Woman of the Year by Elle magazine in 1997, UNESCO Special Envoy, Designer for Development, UNESCO Artist for Peace. She's ambassador, Goodwill UNESCO ambassador representing the handcraft industry all over the world, and many other honors. She has a Cross Officer of the Order of Queen Isabella from the government of Spain. And finally, her motto would say, save the crafts, people, and help revive the dreams. So I'm sure her awards, her designs, and her example, her life example, can inspire us. So thank you, Bibi, for
thank you. Thank you. And it's been a pleasure. Good afternoon, everyone. Is someone going to play that?
Me.
Play the last one. It's really, I've been spending 2 days, Madrid, your university, and here, and it's really wonderful. It makes me feel I'm a student being back in the university. Yes. I will show you because I worked nearly 5 years in Colombia, and this is a part of my Colombian work. I think it's in Spanish, English, so you understand that. Then I will start talking. Magic, because it's a beautiful art. She's doing that, then she will wash it, then she will spin it, make the wool, then she will make the sweater. It's an art, we need to have it, we need to preserve it so the next generation can continue, so the world doesn't lose this beautiful art. My interest to come here is this is a place, Flor, who is doing beautiful wool, and we use a lot of her product, wool, for this exhibition for artisan and the fashion show.
Muy pocas oportunidades le dan al artesano. Entonces a mí sí, desde el primer día que vine me gustó, me llamó la atención y he estado viniendo. Y para mí esto es una forma de sobrevivir.
I always respect the culture, heritage of the craftspeople, because I don't change the technique. I love the old method of doing the sewing or doing weaving or using other things, but I make it diversified.
Estamos mezclando texturas, colores.
So first, very important point, making simplifying, you cannot know. If you don't know what is their art, you cannot simplify it. You have to know the technique to be able to know it and make it simplified.
Entonces el trabajo que hemos hecho con Bibi consiste en simplificar. Entonces hemos pasado de hacer esto, ya son con un material más grueso, entonces por supuesto también se hace mucho más rápido. Me puedo demorar unas 10 o 12 horas haciéndolo, en cambio pues me demoro 3. Mientras esta la hago en un mes y medio, esta pues la hago en 6 horas. Tradicionalmente teníamos el crochet pues en punto muy bajito, muy pequeño, muy apretado y no rendía. Al trabajarlo suelto estamos sacando una prenda al día.
He enseñado a hacer piezas más sencillas para que no demande tanto tiempo y tanto trabajo, que se pueda comercializar más fácilmente.
It's the middle market, like Pret, where people can go and buy, not buy one time, they can change their things. So it's the middle market, which is not in the street, which is not in the antique shop. It is the middle market, which is a sustainable market.
Yo tenía la dificultad en la medida de hacer las cosas como exacto, más que todo para comercializar es algo muy...
Eso puede ser lo que nos cambie la vida a partir de ese momento.
The planning of life is very important because these people need to be sure they are earning $1,000 a month or $500 a month so they can keep going. So this is simplifying.
Todo lo nuevo es precioso para mí y de verdad que tiene mucha capacidad de enseñar con amor. Estamos emocionadas con todo esto, poniéndole mucho amor y como nunca es tarde para aprender, pues aquí estamos.
Lo que más me gusta de ella es la sencillez y el compromiso que tiene.
Nos ha exaltado la parte artesanal, la parte manual, nos ayuda a que nuestro producto se vea fantástico.
You can combine with one with crochet, one with knitting, leather with embroidery. I think it is possible. It is possible many things. You need to, today's world is mix and match, which you can do it in Colombia because they have everything.
Es una tela que está elaborada en algodón, es algodón colombiano. Van a ser bordados sobre ella.
Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, Colombia, Peru, Chile, Africa, they have a lot of heritage and culture. They could do wonderful things, but they have a lot of poverty. But fashion could do, using their skill, using their heritage, making them a sustainable income, could make social economical development. Beautiful.
Dile por favor que ella cambia la vida de los artesanos.
Okay, this is a part of my work I did with Colombia. You can hear? It's okay. And you know, I want to tell you, all the students here, I am graduated as a fashion designer, but now I'm doing many things which I learned from the craftspeople. When I was asked, I think first time in Colombia, they had one of my collections showing, and the local government and they all wanted me to go there and assist these people because Colombia is beautiful. They have so many beautiful. But when I arrived there, I realized they don't have so much fabric. You know, they get from the other countries fabric. And then what to do? I researched. They are very good at knitting. They are very good at crochet. They make beautiful leather things. I'm not expert in leather, but I learned from them. Beautiful, beautiful thing. And so I work with all these people. They made a Palazzo del Artisan, hundreds of people. I worked nearly 4 years there. And they made beautiful thing. Everything they made, it was sold out. And they start to get order. So I want to tell all of you, you know, fashion is not only clothes. It's everything surrounded. You can make household things. You can make accessories. There is a market. People really want things, you know, which is a little bit. You can see when I was working in Colombia, I used all the Colombian ingredients. You don't see I took things from Bangladesh and did. I use the local thing and make sure they have a market, and whatever they use, if they sell $100 stays in Colombia. It doesn't go India, Bangladesh, or other country. And I'm expert giving local people coming out of poverty. And today I want to talk to all of you about dream. I don't know how many people here has dream. Dream is very important. I had a dream since childhood. You know, I grew up in a family. I don't have to worry about food, clothing, shelter, nothing. But our house was open for writer, musician, even village people. And I used to see village people come wearing beautiful saris or sarong or scarf. So I used to ask them, where did you get this? They said, our neighbor in the village made this beautiful. I used to tell my parents, what's the point? I have so many pencil color, but look at these people. They didn't have, like me, going to school, colors, but they do better combination. That stays in my mind. Though I come from Bangladesh, people say one of the poorest country, but it was never poor for me. I saw the richness of their work. And those people made me have a dream. It's very rare you see Asian child like me coming from a family want to study fashion, because they are all engineer, doctor, or politician, or big thing, or making big corporate, big money, or a garment industry. But I went to London to study fashion. My dream grew with me. I never forgot my dream. Even if I was sitting down, people ask me, what do you think? I said, I want to clear, there is some dream I have. Then I went to fashion school. I graduated, and my graduation exam was, like my work is in British Archives. So people thought Bibi will make a brand. Bibi will make money, because everyone wanted me to do. Happily, what happened? I went to modeling. It came very easily. But I was lucky enough to model for nearly all the top people, like English designers, that time the top one. My first show was Valentino, Armani, name it, I did it. I can't even remember all this name. But I learned the technique from different countries, and I was traveling a lot. My first job was 14 pages of Bazaar. So I was very much demand to do photographic work. Can you imagine, when I went to Colombia afterward to work, I already knew Colombia because I did so many shooting there, Mexico, Colombia, your country. So already when I went there, I knew the people, culture, I knew what they can do. Modeling made me mature, made me learn the different language, learn the technique, understand the people. The most priceless thing about modeling, which the media who made me Bibi, they are giving me a priceless support. I remember my first show, I did it in Paris, 96. There were so many mistakes, but I had whole world media showed 29 channels directly. Why Bibi wait all this year to give her name as a designer? So this is something today media, like I'm a self-funded project. I don't have money to pay media to pay, but there are so many medias coming to give me the support. And another thing I want to tell it's not what you wear, how you look, because whole my life I was in front of the camera. I could never wear a nose ring, never wear so many jewelries, bangles, because I had to take it off. Now I do something which is my dream. So I put Very rare you will see me, I'm putting makeup or anything, but a presentable. Any profession you do, you have to be focused, you have to read, you have to know what market, what age group, what is the price thing. And coming back to my dream, there was like early 90s, I realized my dream is clear. There are many people that do, I have nothing against machine-made synthetic fabric, nothing against that. I did a college, my collection was, it's much easy for me to do a synthetic design or a chiffon dress because that's what I learned. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something completely different. And I come from a part of the world where famous to do things by hand. And I'm a designer, I think only one in the whole world, doing A to Z by hand. My accessories by hand, my shoes by hand. It's tough, but very challenging. Because, you know, when I was growing up doing modeling, I had a lot of curiosity of the people. When I went to modeling, because I'm not African, I'm not mixed, both my parents are Bangladeshi. And I had a fantastic agent. I had an agent who had Iman and all people. So most of the job, you know that you will get it. But there are some jobs, it's very rare someone like me with black eyes, black hair, dark. You know, I did maximum of like BMW in a Rolls Royce ad. I used to ask my agent, why you are sending me this to do? Because I'm not blonde. You see all the pictures, blonde girls, they said they want you. So I used to go, I used to say, I'm sure you wanted to see I have 4 hands or thing. But because the curiosity of the people, that I come from Bangladesh, and once I go for interview, very rare that I don't get the job. I make sure I get the job. So that 1% of success I had in my career, being a model, because I come from a country which has such a negative thing. People think that, you know, people used to say, you'll smile, you know, oh, people are dying in the flood. And my dream was growing. I know this. When I'm mentally and physically ready, nothing in the world can stop me. Like, okay, being a model, grew up in, I know the life, I know, I've been to all the concerts, I know what to go to the disco, what to eat, this food, that food, what to wear, nice dresses, I know all this. But could I give it up? All this, being like this, that strength, when I know I'm ready, nothing in the world stopped me. Nothing. I came back because I owe this to the people, that include all the people in the world, all the craftspeople, all the people, not only Bangladesh, India, Latin America, Africa, to fulfill their dream, because they made me fulfill my dream. I'm working more than 20 years trying to make understand. Last 2 years, many recognition from the world, like fashion is the most sustainable, thanks to young generation, thanks to universities and college, because if there is not sustainability, you don't want to make money only one time. What happened afterward? You go terrorism, you go drug addict and all this thing. Any life you make need to make sustainable development step by step. So I came back. No one, not my country said you come, not the government said, not my family said you go back. But I made surprise to whole world. Like, I started my life from zero. Many people say, you could make project. ask for money because people know me. Do you think I have time? No. To write all this, sending people, I need money, I need money. I didn't want to sell my dream for no one. I started going. And it's really the fashion world. I have my gurus say to me, big name, that you know, Bibi, now people start to respect designers because they think fashion, you only make money for yourself. Even a smaller designer give employment. Fashion is very important for any country because for civilization, we are in 21st century. To cover our body, we need a piece of cloth. We cannot go naked. With that, you make social, economical development. That's so important. The country I'm born, they used to say my profession is a tailor because you go to Bangladesh, you go to Thailand, little tailor everywhere. Why you need to go to London to study to be tailor? But today, the whole country, from the Prime Minister to a beggar, will say she's the bride. I change. I made young generation, please, we need you, because you are. I was not born with one finger, digital world, okay? Use that. Use the thing. Let people, these incredible craftspeople, respect their dignity, give them a bit of love, and get them come out of poverty with that dignity. Anyone, even the beggar, when they earn themselves, they feel good, they feel proud to be stand up. You are not asking. So this is, you know, in Colombia, first 1 year, you go and buy a little bag, $500. Who has $500? I said, you have to target the young generation. I will not change the way of doing, but I simplify the design. Don't make it complicated. Don't put so many things, motive in one. You know, today, they are doing so well, touch wood. And I spend hours with each person. You know, give them love. I keep telling them, look, I'm for you here. I don't know many things, but teach me how you do it, and I can make it simple. And end of the day, it was such a pleasure to be with these people. And they do, you know, like beginning, I showed you how they make wool. You know, that is also dying. But that process, can you imagine, so beautiful. Beautiful. So to young generation to need that is a piece of art. So many countries, I worked in many countries, I cannot show you all, but I want to tell you that it's you. It's you. Have to be focused. You don't have to. Life is difficult. I have every step. Sometimes I don't know how to do that, but I think and I manage. But manage with them. You know, I didn't do graduation in doing things by hand. I was in London College of Fashion, you know, but till today my college is giving me support. If you know how to write, if you know the grammar, you don't need a Mont Blanc pen. You can write with a simple pen. But I want to tell the young generation, it's very good to be digital and everything, but use your hand to, when you draw, use a pencil, because it's so much nice. I have 2 sons. I hardly see them, but I tell them, if you want to send me a special message, don't send me always it. If you want to give me a birthday card, I made for all my life for you, little drawing, and send. Can you send me with a little drawing? It's so much pleasure to have something written by hand. So don't forget, try to do that with your family, with parents. Okay, I'm sending message by email and everything now. Once in a blue moon, maybe in Christmas, send them something with little note. So all this thing, fashion is a culture and it's a necessity, absolutely. I mean, I made our people, conservative, bureaucrat or intellectual, they say we don't know. Even a banker, how he sit, how he put his shirt, put the tie, he also unconsciously following a fashion, his identity. And well, I'm very happy to be here, especially in Spain, because I have a very, very soft corner, because I am today, wherever I am for my work here, like recognition makes you strong, makes you give strength. Yeah, maybe I knew fashion world, I knew media, but to know about world important people, head of state, credit goes to two Spanish. One is Federico Mayor, one is your queen. It's like, press here says they are my godfather, godmother. They introduced to me a world which I didn't know. Like many program, many big conversation, round table for development, peace, sustainability. They are the different kind of world. I've been introduced to that world. So it's very important. I'm very, very grateful. Muchas gracias to all the Spanish people. And what else? And I'm so happy because I just saw your vice president, no, VC, no, but what's her name?
Miguel Ángel.
She was so lovely.
María.
She was so lovely, and she believes in so much of you and the university. So I think, woman empowerment. Woman empowerment is not just a fashion. You believe that, because we living in 21st century. I don't feel that I'm a woman, you are going to put red carpet just because I can compete with the man. But give me that equal right. Absolutely, you need equal right. Give a chance to come. That chance, you will get it. All the young generation, start to respect your mother, your sister, then you will respect other women. You can have as much fun you have, but also the respect. Today is equal rights for everything. Okay, what else you want to know? You can ask me questions.
Do you have some questions? No? Maybe we can, Bibi, we can show them videos. No?
Video, the one without sound, there is one. Which one?
The one. Okay.
Let's see.
This is
no.
Productions?
No, that was
this.
Let's see. Oh, sorry. Bibi Russell's presentation. That one put.
Bibi Russell presentation. Okay.
I think this video has a different kind of technique of weaving. No, not this one.
This not?
This one we showed. Sorry. Maybe this one.
This?
Let's see what is that. This is my work in India. This is film made. It's all Indian fabric. Every piece is handmade. This is a very Indian music, not Bangladeshi. And the background is Amel Fort, which is a World Heritage. And I show you some pictures. Maybe I have some. Enough of this.
Pictures.
This is the picture. I love it. It's been taken by one of the greatest photographer, French photographer. He makes film. And this is a woman with the spin. Okay. Next one. This is the spinning. You know, when you do handmade fabric, the spinning is done like this. This is a village in Bangladesh. This is also another kind. This is, I think, Spain somewhere. This is an exhibition of my thing was in Madrid. That's in India. That's my work, which was in all the museums, even in Modern Art Museum. I use a fabric which is very exquisite fabric from Bangladesh. All the things are handmade. This is Spain. These are London Fashion Week. So you can see how I design. I see them where I'm doing the show, I do that way.
How does your design process work? Like, travel to see the artisans and then...
No, I have done for 20 years. Now it's easy. I know where is silk, where is cotton, where is this. Fashion Week, I think first of the color, then the texture of the fabric. For me, design comes the easiest because that's what I'm graduated. All other thing takes me ages. But everything is produced in Bangladesh. This is also London Fashion Week. You can see if I'm in Fashion Week, I do very different thing. This is also Fashion Week. This is one of the most famous Spanish model. I forgot her name. You will know. No, not Paula. Paula is there. This is India. You can see I put a lot of accessories. This Germany. This is India. This is one of our very famous Spanish actress. She came, Paula Conde. There are many pictures. I just put one. This is also Spain. This is India. This is Colombia. India. This is all over this. This is New York. This is somewhere else. This is a very exquisite fabric, you know. We made it, and I make it now in a colors more different. Finished? Yes. Then there is another.
Is another?
No, you go back.
Okay.
Pictures. Accessories. I show you some of my accessories. I don't know what is. This is I love because I love the bird. It's made out of a plant which grow under the water. I do many kind of bangles. That's my bestseller.
Like that.
Because sometimes I'm traveling, it's easy to sell that.
Are they made in Bangladesh?
Yes, everything. These are recycled silk yarn. And you see, I use color, so there is a market for sophistication and things. These are, you know, I love this art in rickshaw. I know, don't throw away. You can see the coffee jar, you know, like soap powders, all this. And it really sells so well. At the same time, I'm collecting all this. People throw it away and selling it. These are made out of palm trees, leaf. This is in Colombia. That's finished. Let's see what else. Accessories finished, video finished. Rajasthan, you can show. This is my work in the villages. See, everywhere is different. I didn't bring so much. But if you go in YouTube, put my correct spelling, or go in Google, you will find everything. For you, it's so easy.
Sometimes the best way to redesign the future is to revisit the past, especially if it happens to be as glorious as Rajasthan's handloom legacy. And that's exactly what Rajasthan's Passion for Development program is all about. Infusing fresh life into the handloom sector by serving as a direct interface between the woman and the fashion fraternity, ensuring livelihood for the entire chain related to weaving, to bridge the gap between poverty and economic empowerment. And the first person to pick up the threads from Rajasthan's magical weaves is none other than Bibi Russell, the globally acclaimed fashion designer and passionate ambassador of the Pearl Weavers cause. On the behest of the Chief Minister, Vasundhara Raje, Bibi Russell has unleashed a renaissance in partnership with thousands of weaver families, creating magic with Rajasthan's two wonder fabrics, khadi and kota dori. New colors, new designs, innovative fabric blends, new dress materials, accessories and furnishings. A little inspiration from Bibi. A lot of hard work by tireless weavers and artisans. And just
see, the same thing they're doing differently.
It's time for Rajasthan's khadi and kota doria to make history once again.
Way they dress up.
It's time for Rajasthan's amazing weavers and artisans to join the mainstream. It's time for us to reach out, because Rajasthan is waiting to weave its magic for us.
But you see that every country I work, sometimes, you know, I grew up in England, studied in English, I forget. Every country I work, I make sure I understand what they're speaking. But, you know, I always say 2 hands to clap. You know, they never make me feel I'm an outsider. You learn from them, their culture, their thing, and you make it happen. I can't tell you, it's so important. That's why I was saying, start to do here. By the time you send it to other people, even me, I know everyone in. I would never do my own collection. I do it for India in India. Colombia, but my main collection, which I show in Fashion Week, which is based in Bangladesh. I cannot imagine doing it in India. I have enough of Bangladesh. I do it because I can control. And you know, you don't have to depend on their thing. Maybe they don't send their problem. And any creator, even if you do little, it's your creation. You don't want to be copied. So that's why you will feel that there's one thing, maybe I'm tired. Many things I cannot do, but I don't know I've ever been depressed, touch wood, because I see so many people everywhere in the world. They are less fortunate than me. They are going their life with children and family. Maybe they don't have a hand. Sometimes blind they are surviving. Why I need to be depressed? For what? If I am in front of you today, still alive, credit goes to these thousands of people all over the world. Their blessings, their love. I live alone in Bangladesh because my parents passed away, my families are all abroad. But you don't know that if not for a moment they make me think. You know, I am so busy doing so many things. That is so important. Maybe I'm not first step in the ladder, but what I have, which is, it's enough for me for next life, that life, and I think if I die tomorrow, I will come out of the grave because of this love and affection. And people do ask me today, also media, how many people I work with. Look, I showed you Indian official, they're saying thousands of people. But from my mouth, I always say, I'm not first step in the ladder. Of course, there are thousands of people. If I work 3 hours in the village, I save someone's life. A lot of time, my friends, because I grew up, they say, why don't you ask us for something? I don't have to ask, you have your eyes open, ears open. No one asks us to go and stand next to them. I could just stay in Bangladesh. Colombia is far away, Mexico is far away, Brazil is far away. But I always go all this place because I know what they go through. As a designer, you know, sometimes people think she's looking like gypsy and all this going around. As a designer, if you see 2014, they declare world's top designers in the world with Stella and all. I know all of them. But I chose to do this, to stand next to these people who are neglected by the world. There is a connectivity. They don't know not to use chemical which is bad for your skin. I'm giving them this information. They don't have. But that doesn't mean you have to do exactly what I'm doing. I'm already making a way for the young generation. Fashion is accepted now in everywhere. I wouldn't be invited only because I'm a designer, because they Javier and know my portfolio. You know, world say, except Nobel Prize, I got all the award, but I don't say it. But basically, I'm a designer. I can just pick up the phone, talk to Isiniake, Armani, anyone, but that is different. That doesn't make me a superhuman. They love me as I am. But sometimes there are some snob people, they think she does fashion, please. Then I tell them, please go through Google and search about me. It's what I want to present today. What I want to be next to. Could you think a girl like this being so close to even my program in Colombia, Shakira, everyone, they say, Bibi's doing it, come. I know every musician, top ones, you know. Even in your country, Spain, I know a lot of people. But I'm so happy to come here because I think you are the future. And learning process, you have so many things. Please, I never show. If you think of Bangladesh, you think it's a misery, they have this. You will never see in my work I'm showing that. I show the beautiful. Beauty I see in poverty. Beauty, 2 eyes. Even when I was working in Colombia, people say, you go there, that's a drug country, it's this. But for me, oh God, it's a beautiful country. People, they are the same. Only the way they dress up, their type of eating, but inside, they are the same. I am a world citizen. Like now, I feel like I'm Spanish. Okay? But please, do whatever you feel, what is your dream. I tell you, I'm first step in the ladder. I have no sponsor, nothing. But if you tell me, Bibi, per second you talk, I will give you $1 million, you change your work. No way. I will do my work. Then I will be like taking sleeping tablet, da-da-da-da, do-do-do-do. I have never taken. When I go to bed, I'm so tired I sleep. Next morning I get up, I want to see what is the surprise. You know, why you get depressed, maybe you have a bad night. Sleep through it. Next day is your day start again. And as a woman, I know what is married, what to have 2 kids. I have 2 wonderful kids. I had a wonderful family, but now the most important thing, you make your children understand. My 2 sons will say, oh God, she should continue doing her dream. And they went to the best university. And my oldest son told me, you know, Mom, when the Vice Chancellor of King's College found out I'm your son, they said, but son, why didn't you tell you are Bibi Russell's son? They will not say, because they ask, happen to be, your mother is Bibi Russell. Of course, they say, this is it. Maybe I didn't leave big houses and things, but I'm doing something which I think I was born to come. And sometimes it's difficult, you know, like whoever it is, up God there, put me in the fire, see, she can come out or she's going to burn. So far I'm coming out without burning, with the blessing of thousands of people. So if you ask what I want, I will just say, keep praying for me, so at least I can revive more people. Because world is for everyone. There is not poor, there is not rich. You should get the same opportunities. I sometimes think the opportunity I had to go and study in London, and these people are genius, they didn't have. But I make sure their children have that. Thank you.